Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Cousins. Looking offside, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now a give. Akers running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tyree Wilson getting back there in a hurry and handing him a loss.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Right side, he has Johnston.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
The Raiders at 7-5 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where the open week fell.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Here's Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well. Now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat.
So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Throwing is Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. We'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 9. Now Cousins. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and a yard. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Throwing, Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it fourth down. Now Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Hunt will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jacobs going to try the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd down and 6. Now Jackson. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
27-yard line for a first. Here's Cousins.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The side.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Quickly to Addison here.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
That is caught.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Go get 6. Let's get some points on the board.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now Jackson will look to throw it, escaping the pressure right.
He gets it to Johnston.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Jacobs.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Jacobs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. In motion right is Johnston. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Quentin Johnston,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Raiders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
A 1st down throw for Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. but all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The offense on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Jackson. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First down, here's White. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. He's back to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's first down. Jackson.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They run again with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here is third down and 4.
Here's Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it'll probably only matter to the statisticians, as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4.